Good morning, Aries. Welcome into your video. I wasn't sure I was going to do it this week because, once again, for some crazy ass reason, I got sick again. Serious flu. Um, I usually do your videos on Fridays and I post them Saturday mornings. But now I'm just doing it Saturday morning. Hopefully, this goes out. YouTube has been very, very strange in uploading, it's been taking forever. Also, bear with me because I run out of breath because I'm getting over this cold. All right, with that said, let's see what's going on the third week of February. So we're going from like the midpoint of February, let's say the 15th onwards, okay? What's the situation for Aries, please? I didn't really think I was going to be able to do your videos at all this weekend, but I am feeling a lot better today as opposed to yesterday. I was like on death's door, I swear to God. It's like, again, flu season walks around and they're like, oh, look at her. She's raising her hand. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I didn't raise my fucking hand. I raised my hand for the fucking lottery. Where's that? Why can't I get hit with the lottery? Speaking of lottery, let's see what's going on here because you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody that is very earthy, very stable financially and all around. Just basically having your ducks in a row, right? It's the mama bear, it's the papa bear. She's nurturing, kind, caring. She makes sure everybody's needs are met, including yours, right? But you're just stretched thin. It's like a pie, right? And you're giving a piece of the pie to everybody, including yourself. So, aside from that, you have the Ten of Wands. I see the exhaustion. I see the burning out. Case in point. I see you being tired, overworked, but I also see a burden. Five of Cups. This is guilt, regret, loss. You could be any one of those things. You could be all of those things. But here's the interesting thing about the Five of Cups. On an emotional level, you guys feel like you missed out. Maybe there's some slight FOMO. But you have something to bank on. All right. That's the thing with the Five of Cups because Alice in the card, is trying to ascertain why she lost this or she's trying to get it back. Meanwhile, she's got two cups down here that if she looks forward, she can see she still has abundance. It seems like you're burdening yourself with this pie that you're distributing, and it looks like the pie is getting smaller and smaller for you. It looks like it's shrinking for you. And a lot of it has to do with you holding on to something, whether it's finances, money, a project you're holding on to, a person, a relationship, something. Because I see the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. As soon as you let this go, because the World card is behind that, you start your new chapter. I get it. I see what you're trying to do. It's almost like you're martyring yourself here. I don't know if this is necessary, Aries. What's coming towards my Aries, please? Wow, why did these all come out in reverse? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. If you were in a relationship or a partnership and it was stemming from a third-party situation, or there's a third-party situation involved in this scenario, somebody rushes in, communicates something, and then it ends. It just, boof. You drop it like a bad habit. So now I'm starting to understand what this Ten of Wands is. This Ten of Wands is like, why am I taking on all of this burden? It's exhausting me. And I'm like sitting here taking care of everyone and everything and everyone's needs except my own. Somebody rushes in without thinking. This is abrupt. This is without thinking. You're like, well, you know what? Go fuck yourself. But it's like you don't think about the following steps that happens later on down the road. I'm not saying it's you. It can be you, but it can be the person that you're dealing with. Because the Two of Cups in reverse means a breakup or inverting the relationship. And the Three of Pentacles, third-party situation or a collaboration just not panning out, not working out. So if this was work-related, somebody rushes in and be like, you know what? I can't really work with you. You're a horrible person. You're fucking toxic. But, maybe there's political recourse. You don't know. And so it inverts the relationship you have with your coworker. All right. I like to put all the cards in perspective because I want you guys to apply it to your lives as it resonates. All right. Now, we have also the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and then the Tower underneath that. That's a fight. That's a challenge. That's being challenged. That's burdens, blocks, obstacles, and behind it is the Tower. You have some big issue, guys, here that it's bothering you. And you've been martyring yourself for so long that you just like, how do I don't want this anymore. How do I get rid of it? I could be wrong. We'll see. Because we're going to clarify all of these cards. What is coming in towards my Aries, please? Excuse me. There we are, my lovely little Aries. The Fool card and the Empress. Okay, these two cards together, I instantly got an image, a feeling, a download, whatever you guys want to call it. And you like when it comes to intuition, you need to hone in and harness that initial feeling, that initial thought, because that is your actual intuition. All right. So with that said, the Fool and the Empress, you're trying to bring something into this world, right? So you're going to take that faith and that leap, and you're going to take the risk, and you're going to do that because whatever it is that you're trying to bring into this world, you know, deep down inside, you can do it. All right. Because the Empress, when she reveals herself on the table or in the cards, it talks about her worth and her value. And if something doesn't match her or level up to her, she's going to think things through. She'll be like, do you belong in my life? Do you belong in my world? Do I need this job? Should I be taking this job? You start understanding that, you know what? It doesn't seem like this situation is behooving me. Can I fix it? Can I change it? Because I'm trying to bring something here into my 3D reality, whether it's a family, quite literally by having a child, whether it's a business, whether it's having a relationship, whatever it is, you're trying to manifest something, right? So you're taking a leap in of faith and a risk, and you're just putting yourself out there. Now, sometimes, most of the time, it means like you're leaving a relationship. You'd rather be alone and not worry whether someone else is going to come along, right? Other times it means you're taking a risk towards a certain situation. We'll see when we clarify. I don't know if you guys are actually holding on to a dream or a thing. We'll see. And we'll see if it's worth it or not. What's the advice here for Aries, please? You should know, Aries, the first 3 months of this year is meant to be a little uncomfortable because the universe is trying to shake you up to put you on the right path because they've been preparing you the last 2 years to level up. And if you're getting cozy and comfortable and you're not moving, the universe is going to come along and shake your shit up. They don't want you to stay where you're staying. They want you to go up because you're meant to go up. And sometimes I wonder, it's interesting for me as a theory that Aries people, I swear, you're born as this zodiac sign because you're meant to be pioneers. You're meant to tap into that sphere because of what you're going to bring to the greater good of humanity. Things that most people wouldn't dare to do. So sometimes I feel like, you know, the universe puts a little fire under your ass and constantly gets you moving up and at 'em. Anyway, what I'm seeing here is the Lovers and the Three of Swords in your advice with the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The King of Pentacles is an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. It does not have to be. It could be just somebody that, you know, has their shit together too, how you were being represented as the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who is also in the upright position. But I see the Six of... I see why you're having a problem with this person. It's because of the breadcrumbs, or at least that's how you feel it is. So your love styles might not be matching up. You feel like you're getting breadcrumbed. And then that leads to chaos. That leads to a fight. I do see here with the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, and the Three of Swords, you're heartbroken. You're feeling a lot of pain. I mean, I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I think you said something and you did something, and maybe you're regretting it. But that which is meant for you, Aries, will not pass you by. I just think that you have two different styles here with somebody. Maybe you ran out of patience for this person. I don't know. You started looking at your worth and your value. This is one of those people that it will always kind of like haunt you in a way that you feel like, what if I didn't fuck up? What if I didn't mess this up? What if I, what if I, what if I? If you didn't, you'll figure, you guys will find your way back to one another. But you really need to heal from this situation because lovers was never sustainable. And deep down inside, you knew that. You know that. Lovers is a choice. Do you level up and become a couple? Or do you stay as lovers? Lovers, you can't stay that way. You're either going to expire at some point and go your own separate route, or you're going to get together and be an actual couple. For some of you, I don't know if this person was just going so slow for you. And this was the challenge. Let me see. Let's see what the outcome is. Wheel of Fortune, Temperance. These two cards together tell me an interesting story, or at least where it's my theory. But I'm very strong. I strongly feel about it. All right, Eight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Definitely. These two last cards definitely confirm what I was thinking and feeling. See, the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance, usually the universe makes these changes for you on purpose, right? It's to move your life forward. So for me, the Wheel of Fortune comes in many forms, but because I'm reading for thousands of you, you'll know how it fits in your world. It tends to be that person comes back to me, or that situation comes back to me to see if I can fix it, course correct it, learn from it, grow from it, or move on from it, right? So it represents itself to me. So in which ways? I go back to that person, or that person comes back to me, or that job, or that situation, or my ex-boss, whatever it is. If it's not that, Wheel of Fortune also just means this is the universe trying to move your life forward, shaking it up. But next to Temperance, it's doing it to bring you balance. It's doing it to bring you peace, whether that's closure and you need to move on, or to go back and fix it and make you feel, Aries, like no stone unturned. You did all you could do to this situation, so you could feel good moving on, right? That's Temperance, bringing that peace, bringing that patience, that balance. But with the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Wands, there is some action happening. There is a possibility where you extend an olive branch or they come to you. So you guys can meet each other and talk face to face regarding this situation. You can't look at this situation on just the single solitary thing that just recently happened to you. You're going to have to talk about the whole entire relationship as a whole, as what you want. It's a big thing to see, taking shit day by day. Granted, but what are the intentions? Intentions matter. You want a fulfilling relationship? Sure, you'll take it day to day to see if you resonate with one another or if you make sense. But if the intentions are not the same, then what are you doing here? Right? So with the Knight of Cups, there's going to be some action taken here where this person is actually, or you guys are going to talk. And that's what the Wheel of Fortune is telling me, that it's going to make some changes in your relationship or your situation so you can feel good about moving on from this because you're holding on to this person. All right, let's continue. Let's start clarifying all of this. Maybe you felt like you thought you had something stable. And maybe you think you're going crazy. You did. You did have something stable. And this person was more than happy to keep it that way. This person was more than happy to keep it that way for the next 10 years. But I'm pretty sure not you. Guys, I'm going to pause you for a second. I need glasses and a tissue. TMI, I know. Hold on. All right. Back to you, Aries. What's going on here with for Aries, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Cups, please. It's a lot of cards, but let's see what's going on there. Huh. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, which is you have over here too. Ten of Swords, interesting. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, and Star card. Okay. They all make sense. See, the burden that you're having here with this Ten of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, you're trying to remain positive and hopeful, okay? Aquarius energy. But now you're starting to think, you're pausing and you're reflecting if you should be investing in this relationship. You're like, should I take one of these seeds and plant it somewhere else? I might just let go. Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Ten of Swords, the betrayal and the ending. But now you're getting up from that betrayal and that ending. You're taking the swords out of your back and you're stabbing them in the ground. You're like, that's enough. That's enough. No more pity party. So you best believe that all of this was going on because in your world was not all good. Or it's not all good because we're reading in the future position. You're looking at this like the Wheel of Fortune is doing this to shake you up, like we said earlier, to move you forward, to get you out of that seat, to get you out of that complacent zone. There's reasons why some people resonate with each other while others don't. Like you could be having a fantastic relationship here with somebody and you resonate on so many levels, but then not on others. On fundamental values, on how you behave or to a situation or how the person behaves towards you. It's so many factors. The reason I'm saying all of this is just because I feel like you're dealing with somebody that's very different from you. And they treat and react love differently than you do. It's why sister signs and counter signs, we all get each other. Like fire signs all get one another because they're in their same family zone. But it's the same thing with air signs. Fire and air get each other. One fuels the other. When it comes to earth signs, it tends to be like, okay, you could be friends, but you might not get each other as easily as you would other signs. Same thing with water signs. We get each other. And it all matters like what the planetary alignments are within your own chart too. So a lot of this crap plays a role. And I'm just saying all of this stuff because you're not crazy. There is a connection here. It is profound. This person does like you. They do want to be with you. You're in the right place. It's just the way you both go about love or feelings or situation. Let's continue because the one upsetting thing here to me is the Two of Cups in reverse. This is why I'm saying all of this, because the Two of Cups represents two people that feel the same way about each other. And you just ended it, or you just broke up, or you just poofed it in the air. You got to ask yourself, Aries, would you redo this situation again if you knew? Maybe not, because I'm looking at the Five of Cups. But I suspect it would happen all over again because of the way somebody behaves in a relationship. What is this? And I realize this reading is not going to resonate with a lot of Aries. This is very specific this week. And this message this week is for those Aries who are going through this relationship with this type of scenario. And it's almost as if like I have to read for this group. Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Look at this. All my cards are upright, and in this position, everything's going inverted. Five of Swords in reverse. I think you are going crazy, actually, Aries, for a little while now. Like you were in your head thinking of this over and over and over again, and then you just finally pulled the trigger. And if it's not you, then they did. Because the Five of Swords upright is like a mental jungle. repeating things over and over again. Should I do this? Should I do that? What should I let go of? What can I sacrifice? You're like, fuck it, letting go. Especially with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Can't take it anymore. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Now feeling left out in the cold. Now feeling dumped. Now feeling like the damage is done. You guys, you should understand, maybe what you did was just, you had a Band-Aid over something. You didn't, heal the wound. And maybe this person doesn't know how to handle what just happened between the two of you. But I'm going to tell you right now, Two of Cups, they did like you. They do like you. You're not nuts. It's just the way they handle things. And the more quiet they are, the more it's going to get to you. I don't see the High Priestess here to say you're not talking, especially with the outcome with the Knight of Cups over here. You're going to talk. But let's see. Let's continue. But I see you here. You're like, fuck it. I'd rather be alone. I know my worth and my value here. Let me see what happens. Like you felt like they weren't coming forward or towards you. You felt like you were stagnating in some sort of situation. I just think that this person, the way they process love and relationships is far slower. Yeah, the Hermit. All of this tells me about, being single, lying low. Not even about being single, just taking the risk to leave the relationship behind. You're like, fuck, I'd rather be alone. The Hermit. Because I know my worth and my value. And if this person isn't gonna step up, what's the point? Justice is coming in, karma correction. So I heard somebody joking the other day about a woman who's like the cat lady who lives alone and has like 10 cats, and the guy was like, she has this friend and they were making fun of her. Oh, you're gonna be like cat lady. He's like, what are you talking about? She's happier being with 10 cats than a guy who's going to make her feel like shit. I started dying laughing. I was like, wait a minute, that actually makes sense. Some people know their worth and their value. They'd rather be alone than deal with bullshit. It's kind of funny, but not. All right, anyway, moving on. What is Lovers and the Three of Swords? You want to come out, you don't want to come out. I understand the Ten of Pentacles came out, which is the marriage and commitment card. It's also the highest money card in the deck. And it feels like that might have been something that it was contingent on. Now, you also have the Page of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. See, I don't know if this person was married or was in a marriage, or you were trying to get out of it and they were separated and then they found you, or you wanted this to lead to marriage. But now you really need to heal yourself. You can't think all those things. I do see the Nine of Wands. This is somebody who's emotionally guarded, but you felt like you were letting in a wolf, right? You felt like if you put your guard down, you were going to let a wolf in and invade your space. There was a passionate new beginning, or you're about to have a passionate new beginning, maybe with somebody else. I don't know what's going on, but the Page of Swords is definitely stalking. This was turning toxic. I can see it. This was turning into a toxic situation. The Devil. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn. You do need to seek some information, and you do need to have a passionate new beginning. You should be representing your boundaries with this Nine of Wands that I'm seeing here. But Lovers is a choice. And I think that was the conversation you needed to have. You needed, basically, if you're having a conversation here with somebody, because I see the Devil here, this is like telling the lover, listen, I let a lot of shit slide, but the one thing I will not slide is lying, is conniving, is manipulation, is you trying to get one over on me. What are we going to be? Stop with the games, because I ain't down for games. It's something like that. But this is what the advice is. You needing to make a choice. Do you put this to bed and move on with your life and have a passionate new beginning? Or do you keep seeking more information to see if this is worth salvaging? You're not going to know until you heal your heart. Because right now, you are the Three of Swords. That's profound pain. You're leading from fear. And so are they. And it's coming from a toxic place. That's where it's led. Let's see what the outcome is here. Aries, please. As we started this reading with the Queen of Pentacles, we are now finishing this reading with the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Something that seemed unrequited, something that seemed to be runner chaser. Look at this. There's the Three of Swords again. Something that seemed unrequited, something that seems like runner chaser dynamic. It looks like you might consider going back to it, because you might be saying to yourself, maybe this is better than nothing. I don't know what this kind of mentality is. I'm not saying that's you, Aries, but it looks like you're indulging in something that the universe is offering that you weren't looking at before. You are healing. Because in this card, the swords are out. The daggers are out. And under this card is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands, which is you. Coming back into your safe space, your zone, your skin, your shoes, being you. That person that you were before, someone made you go all up in your head and be something else. So this is what the Wheel of Fortune is talking about. Somebody's going to come forward. Either you're doing this or they're doing it, but it doesn't matter because you're both going to engage in it. Regardless who's doing the connecting. You're both taking action behind it with the Eight of Wands, because 4 wands are yours, 4s are theirs. It's like back and forth. And this is going to bring the peace that you need, right? And it's going to bring the change that you need. And you're going to talk about stability and this and that. But you are engaging in something that when you first looked at it, you weren't interested in it. Or they weren't. So it's vice versa, of course. Now let's see what the romance angels say. Hopefully this video gets uploaded today. And YouTube doesn't take 24 hours like it has been this whole week. Yeah, see, free yourself. I had a feeling. Somebody's been kind of not taking advantage of you, but definitely you are more worthy than you think you are, Aries. Right? Because you're this beautiful unicorn that's in a pen. Penned up. Hold up. You might have, found something or someone that I don't want to say is beneath you, but when I'm looking at the Empress, are they an emperor? I didn't even see a king out here. I didn't see even a page. I didn't see nothing. Past life relationship. You were always meant to meet this person, especially when I see lovers. So you meant this person to learn from them and they from you. They will never forget you as long as you live. Ever. They might continue with you. They may not. I don't care what they do. They will never forget you. They will constantly have memories of you. I'm not saying you're going to haunt them. I'm saying that you literally, right before their life passes off, they're still going to think of you as one of those pivotal moments in their world. That's what an impact it is. But for you, free yourself. I think you've been giving yourself too much to this one individual. And that's why I like the Queen of Wands for you, because it makes me feel like you go back to you being you. So somebody needing to accept you for who you are. We'll see in the extended anyway, because we'll deep dive on that. Let's get one card from the Angels of Abundance, and that'll be your reading for the week. Don't be a martyr. That's also what it means to free yourself, by the way. Excuse me. Yeah, the cold just doesn't want to leave me. Gratitude list. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you to be centered in your heart instead of fixated on worries in your mind. What and who you are grateful for now. Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. I love that for you guys. All right, guys. That's what I have for you this week. I hope this reading was okay, regardless of the fact that I'm all like... And I will see you next week.